by Twitter. There's certainly some really interesting questions that were submitted, and some interesting correlations that were drawn. We couldn't get to them all, but we'll try to get to, I think, the 20 that I think are most significant for the year ahead of us. So really, one of the key things that happened this year is the beginning of the transition of Tesla to a fully integrated sustainable energy company, where you have solar creating the energy, then the stationary battery pack, the Powerwall and Powerpack storing the energy, and then that energy being used in an electric vehicle. Now, the great thing about this is it answers all. It's a fully contained energy solution that could scale for the whole world. And I'm going to get into that for a moment. But it's something where you can imagine as far in the future, well beyond human civilization, which I hope lasts a really long time, that this is something that would last for really, this works. And I think there are no unanswered questions. Even the Gigafactory or the Gigafactories that make these products will be powered by sustainable energy. So, I really don't think there's any hole left in the argument. Because when we're making electric cars, people would say that, well, they're just they're really coal-powered, and there's like the long tailpipe, and the tailpipe's really over there by the power plant. We're like, yeah, but we're going to have sustainable energy generation too, but then you can still have gasoline cars. So you got to have electric cars, sustainable energy production, and then you got to store that energy because the sun don't shine at night. Real simple. 1, 2, 3. It's been amazingly difficult to explain this. I'm like, it's only 3 pictures there, man. I mean, come on. So with the solar roof, the solar roof we're really trying to address at the residential level, I think one of the fundamental inhibitions of adding solar, which is aesthetics. People love their homes. They want their homes to be beautiful. And if you've got a sloped roof home, that means you have to have solar integrated into the roof itself. And so what we created here, I think, is something that's going to be incredibly revolutionary, where it's beautiful. In fact, I think it looks better than a normal roof. In doing this, we were trying to find examples of roofs, and it's like, man, take a look at roofs next time you're driving down the road, and you're like, whoa, they're not good. So this is a roof that's going to be better looking than a normal roof. It's going to last practically forever. I wanted to have an infinite year warranty, but then the finance department said, well, that's difficult to account for. So I said, well, okay, it's infinite or when your house falls down, whichever comes first. Get the message across. But basically, it's going to last forever. You think of like a cathedral with stained glass windows. Those stained glass windows are about the only thing, and the stone walls, the only thing that's lasted over half a millennium. So great looking, durable, affordable when you consider the cost of a roof and the cost of electricity from the utility. And this is going to vary quite a lot by region. So it depends on what property taxes are, what the cost of financing is, and what the cost of power from the utility is. But we're confident that this is going to be something that is either actually makes you money or is close to break even for most of the country, which I think is really, really profound. Now, there's still a very important role for the traditional kind of flat panel solar. And so that's still going to be a very important part of our business going forward, because whenever you've got a flat roof situation, which is most commercial installations are flat roofs, and or if you've got a residence that's got a flat roof and it's not visible from the street, then there's no need to go with solar glass tiles, because aesthetics are no longer a factor. You can't see it. So I just want to emphasize that traditional solar is still going to be a very important part of the business going forward. Also, if somebody's got a brand new roof, that they probably don't want to replace the roof right away, and it's still going to make sense to have retrofit solar. And these are what you're seeing cycling through are the kind of the first four. And we're starting off with two, which is the kind of the black slate and the textured slate, and then hopefully by early next year we'll be in production with the Spanish tile and the French slate versions, and then we'll be more over time. But the overarching goal here is to have a set of products or a set of roof products where if you were driving through a neighborhood and you looked at the roofs, you said, like, wow, I really like the way those roofs look. Roofs don't get a lot of attention, but we want something. We want to create. It's like if you can imagine the future and what it looks like.